Son, every Saturday I'd polish my Sunday shoes. Thought looking clean made me a better man. Then your grandma smiled and said, "It's all right if your shoes carry dust. Just don't let your heart carry pride." I've never forgotten that. Those old leather shoes walk gravel roads, church aisles, hospital halls, funeral grounds, wedding dances. They've seen joy, they've seen sorrow, but every step led me back to the people I love. The leather cracked, the shine faded, but the man inside them kept growing. Time wears out shoes, not a faithful heart. There's dust on my Sunday shoes, proof I walked some long roads, proof I've stood when life got hard. I'd rather wear a little dust than wear regret for never showing up. I used to chase perfect moments, perfect plans, perfect timing. Life just smiled and gave me ordinary days instead of backyard barbecue, a quiet evening porch. My little boy falling asleep on my shoulder. Turns out those ordinary moments were the blessings I was praying for. Heaven often hides its greatest gifts inside simple days. There's dust on my Sunday shoes, from kneeling low, from standing firm, from walking beside the ones who needed me. If these old shoes could tell my story, they say he never stopped coming home. One day these shoes will rest by the front door for the very last time. But I pray the footsteps they leave behind lead my children toward kindness, toward honesty, toward peace. There's dust on my Sunday shoes and gratitude in my soul. The road wasn't easy, but it was worth walking. If I leave behind a faithful wife, children who know they're deeply loved, friends who trust my word, and a family still gathered around one table, then every mile was worth the dust. Leave a little dust, leave a little love, leave a path worth following until I make it home. Somebody had to be the strong one. It's the man nobody ever asked if he was okay. He just kept going. Because somebody had to. Remember, being strong don't mean it didn't hurt. I was 17 when I learned what responsibility meant. Mama had tears she tried to hide. Daddy had bills he wouldn't talk about. Granddaddy just looked at me and said, boy, everybody's gonna need something from you someday. Make sure you still have something left to give. I didn't understand, not back then, I do now. Some men inherit money, some inherit land. I inherited people counting on me. Somebody had to be the strong one. Somebody had to keep the lights on. Somebody had to say we'll be alright, even when he didn't know how. I wore that weight across my shoulders, carried it inside my chest, and nobody knew. Strong one was tied to. There were nights I sat alone inside that truck, Chicago rain running down the windshield, phone in my hand, pride in my throat, wanting to call somebody and say, I don't know if I can do this. But then I thought about home, thought about little shoes by the door, thought about the people waiting. So I started that engine and drove another mile. That's the thing about responsibility, it doesn't care how you feel. Somebody had to be the strong one. Somebody had to keep the family together. Somebody had to forgive first, work late, come home tired, still reach out and say, I love you. Even when his own heart was hurting. I lost friends along the way, some to pride, some to money, some just disappeared when life got heavy. I learned loyalty ain't who stands beside you when the music's loud. It's who answers when your voice is low. Grandmama knew that she never asked for much, just said, don't become hard just because life was hard on you. That sentence saved me, because pain will make you bitter if you let it, or wise if you listen. Now my son looks at me and I see the same questions I used to have. What makes a man? I could tell him about money, about strength, about winning, but I'd rather tell him a man cries, a man gets tired, a man gets scared, a man asks for help, and then a man gets back up. So somebody had to be the strong one, but now I know he didn't have to carry it alone. There were prayers behind me, there was love beside me, there was grace above me. Every time I thought I was finished, something told me one more day. Life tested my patience, tested my heart, tested my strength, tested my pride, tested my faith. And I finally learned being strong was never about never falling. It was about refusing to stay down. I was tired, but I loved. I was afraid, but I kept walking. Somebody had to, and somehow God carried me too. The best thing I ever built, 520, 550. The business, a bond, a reputation. But when the years start catching up, he realizes the greatest thing he ever built was never made with his hands. It was the family who still wants to sit beside him. I spent long days chasing tomorrow, working overtime, missing sunsets, thinking success was somewhere ahead. Then one evening, my little girl ran into my arms like I was the richest man alive. That's when I learned love doesn't measure a man by what he owns. The years move fast, the little moments move faster. The best thing I ever built calls me dad, calls me grandpa, calls me home. Not the walls, not the paycheck, not the old truck parked outside. The greatest legacy is here in your family. Glad you walked through the door. I fixed old fences, repaired worn out engines, lifted heavy beams, worked the aching bones. But nothing compares to helping my son stand back up after life knocked him down. That's a foundation no storm can wash away. Strong houses need good lumber, strong families need good examples. The best thing I ever built laughs around my table, prays before supper, calls when I get quiet, forgives when I'm wrong. If love keeps growing, then this old life was never wasted. Someday this guitar will play its final note, my boots will rest, my chair will sit empty, but I pray the values inside this home keep singing long after my voice is gone. The best thing I ever built was never made of wood or stone. It was built. One bedtime story, one hard conversation, one promise kept, one prayer answered, one hug that lasted a little longer. If my children become people who love deeply, work honestly, forgive quickly, and never forget where they came from, then I built everything I was meant to build. chair he always sat in. Modern Southern soul. Modern Southern soul. Modern Southern soul. 5:15. Remind you of what you lost. Let it remind you of how a man is supposed to live, because a good man leaves more than memories. He leaves a direction. That old wooden chair never looked important. Paint wearing thin, one loose leg, scratches on every side. But every evening, that's where he sat. Boots still dusty, hands still aching, never too tired to ask us, how was your day? Back then I didn't know. Those little questions were love. Funny how the smallest moments become the biggest memories. The chair he always sat in still feels like home. His voice ain't here, but somehow it still fills this room. His hands are gone, his lessons remain. Love isn't measured by what a man owns, it's measured by what he leaves behind. Yeah, life pulled me far from that porch. Bright city lights, heavy expectations. People changing like the weather, but whenever I lost myself, I remember that old chair. A man who never chased applause, only peace, only family, only truth. Success is loud, character stays quiet. The chair he always sat in taught me more than any classroom could. Show up, keep your word, eat together, pray together, forgive quickly, love deeply, because tomorrow is never promised. Now my little girl climbs into my lap the same way I climbed into his, and suddenly I understand. Children don't remember perfect fathers, they remember present fathers. The chair he always sat in won't stay empty forever. One day my grandchildren will see me there. I hope they don't remember the money I earned or the miles I traveled. I hope they remember a man who laughed loud, loved hard, prayed often, worked honestly, and always made room at the table. Save me the seat someday. I'll carry your name the way you carried ours. Where my silence was caring, 520, 550. They think you don't care. They won't know. You were trying to keep the pain from becoming anger. Sometimes a man ain't silent because he has nothing to say. He's silent because he's carrying something he doesn't want his family to carry. Stopped explaining every wound I had. Some things don't get better when you talk about them. Some nights I sat in my truck, engine running, hands on the wheel, trying to remember what kind of man I wanted to be. I had every reason to become bitter, but I had children watching me. So I swallowed that anger and drove home. They saw me walk through the door. They never saw what it took to get there. My silence was carrying something more than these words could ever say. It carried every disappointment, every promise that somebody broke. Every night I wanted to give up, but I kept it moving, kept loving, kept showing up. 'Cause I didn't want my children to inherit my pain. Granddaddy taught me something I didn't understand. He said, son, don't let somebody else's wrong turn become your road. I remember that the night my closest friend walked away, I could've called him names, could've told everybody what he did, but what would that make me? Older, maybe louder, but not better. So I let him go and kept my peace. Some battles ain't worth winning if winning turns you into somebody you don't recognize. My silence was carrying something. It carried the man I was becoming. It carried my mother's prayers, my father's example, my children's future. Every time I chose forgiveness, I put another brick in the house I wanted them to live in. I've known pressure that wouldn't let me sleep, known loneliness inside a crowded room, known what it feels like to have people around you and still feel alone. But I learned a man can feel broken without becoming broken. He can hurt without becoming cruel. He can lose without becoming lost. That's what the hard years taught me. Pain gave me two choices: become harder or become wiser. I don't pray for an easy life anymore. I pray for steady hands, a clear mind, a soft heart, and enough strength to walk away from anything that would destroy the man I'm trying to become. My silence was carrying something. It was carrying love nobody could see. It carried the tears I swallowed, the apologies I never received, the nights I almost disappeared, and every morning I still got up, put my boots on, and went back to my family life. Tested my patience, tested my heart, tested my pride, tested my faith, but it never took my purpose. So if you see me quiet, don't think I got nothing nothing left. I'm carrying everything that matters, and I'm still moving forward. I carry so they wouldn't have to. I kept walking so they could find their way. Still here, still loving, still moving. The weight a man doesn't talk about. $5.15, $5.40, 82 BPM. Deep dinner with them, he sleeps beside them. But remember, being strong doesn't mean you never put the weight down. Nobody knew how tired I was. I kept saying I'm good, 'cause that's what men are taught to say. Bills needed paid, my family needed me steady. So I swallowed every worry and kept moving. But late at night, I could hear everything I refused to say. A man can carry a mountain and still need somewhere to sit down. There's a weight a man doesn't talk about. The fear of failing, the fear of losing, the fear that one day the people you love will see you couldn't hold it together. But I'm learning now, I don't have to hide the weight to prove I'm strong. I can say I'm tired, I can say I need you, and still be the man my family can count on. Granddaddy never complained. He'd come home from work, wash his hands, sit at the table, and ask everybody else how they were doing. Years later, I understood. He carried his own storm so quietly that I thought he had none. Maybe that's why I check on my family now. I know what silence can hide. Sometimes asking, are you alright, is more powerful than giving advice. There's a weight a man doesn't talk about. Or regrets, unpaid bills, people he couldn't save, nights wondering if he was enough. I've carried all of it, but I won't let it turn me cold. I share the weight with somebody I trust. I let love reach the places pride kept locked. I remember sitting inside my truck after a long day, hands on the wheel, rain on the glass. I didn't want to walk inside looking defeated. Then my son opened the door and said, Daddy, you coming? That little voice cut through everything. He didn't need a perfect father, he needed his father. So I went home. Sometimes love doesn't remove the weight, it reminds you why you're carrying it. There's a weight a man doesn't talk about, but tonight I'm putting some of it down. Not quitting, not running, just breathing. Life tested my mind, tested my heart, tested my strength, tested my pride, tested my faith. And I learned a man doesn't become weak when he asks for help. He becomes wise wiser when he knows he doesn't have to carry everything alone. If my son ever feels that way, I hope he calls me. I won't tell him, be a man. I'll tell him, come sit with me. We'll breathe, we'll find the next step. I don't want my children to inherit my silence. I want them to inherit my strength. There's a way a man doesn't talk about. I'm talking now about the fear, the pressure, the nights I almost gave up. Somebody loved me when I couldn't love myself. Now I wanna be that man for somebody else. The one who listens, the one who stays, the one who says, you don't carry this alone. I'm still carrying some weight, but it doesn't own me. When I walk through that front door, I bring home my love, not my anger, not my fear. My love, I can put it down just for a while. I don't have to hide, I don't have to carry it alone. I'm still here, still standing, still loving.